Next to a small crescent-shaped beachfront where coconut trees lean lazily over white sand and turquoise water, Mirissa is the town in southern Sri Lanka where surfers, divers, and beach bums come to chase a never-ending summer. In the morning, you can surf the swells on the west end of the beach. In the afternoon, feast on fresh-caught seafood. And in the evening, take in the gorgeous sunset on a nearby lookout point. Admittedly, Mirissa is one of the most touristy towns in the country of Sri Lanka, but when compared to the rest of Asia, it's actually not that touristy at all. At least yet. And that's part of the reason why I decided to stay here after traveling around Sri Lanka. It's kind of that perfect middle ground between total seclusion whenever you want, and you can find all the Western creature comforts whenever you'd like. Mirissa Beach, and really all of Sri Lanka for that matter, feels like a hidden gem that has yet to be discovered. And while part of me feels guilty for making a video sort of promoting this beach to the world, the other part of me knows that it's inevitable that tourism is going to come here, and it's already starting to develop, and me making this video is not going to change that. But I've always been an optimist, and while it does make me sad to imagine a Sri Lanka, a Mirissa overrun with tourism 5 years from now, I do want to help the local business owners that I've met, the friends that I've made, to succeed, because they're sort of depending on an influx of tourism. So with all that being said, guys, this is a video where I'm just going to share some of my thoughts and recommendations about Mirissa Beach. Mirissa Beach itself is a beautiful stretch of white sand. There's lots of beachfront restaurants and bars, and behind me over here, this is like the west end of the beach. It's really good for surfing, but there's rock breaks, so it's good for intermediate surfers. If you're looking to improve your surfing, check out Chez Podi Surf School. They've got a school set up right behind me over here, and those guys are really great surfers. They're really cool. They kind of took me under their wing, and they also have a local bar around here called DC Mirissa, so you can surf and then afterwards stop by for a drink over there. About a 20-minute walk from here is another beach called Secret Beach that's even more secluded and a great spot for taking photos. Yeah, but keep it a secret, guys. Shh.
Don't tell anyone.
But the best spot for taking photos in all of Mirissa is Coconut Tree Hill. Coconut Tree Hill is just a beautiful place to take in the sunset, sip a coconut or a beer, and just enjoy the natural beauty of the sun disappearing over the horizon. It's a perfect spot for a sunset. There's really kind of a small town feel about this place, and after living here for even just a week, I was seeing a lot of the same faces, and people were, trying to stop me on the road to talk to me. Which brings me to my next point, which is the camaraderie that Sri Lankan people have with foreigners. You know you've lived in Sri Lanka for a while when people start calling you Machan. It's kind of like the Sinhalese version of bro or man or dude. I had a kitchen in my house, but I hardly ever used it because there's just so much great food available everywhere, and it's so cheap. If you want some fresh fish, I recommend you check out Rumba. It's a bar right in the center of this beach here, and they serve fresh caught fish every single day. You're gonna spend anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 rupees on a fish, but it's gonna be huge and delicious. The garlic butter sauce they put on this fish is killer. If you're someone who enjoys a good cup of coffee like me, like real coffee, anytime I've needed that coffee fix, I went to Cafe O Mirissa. It's a really great place. The customer service is through the roof, and the Wi-Fi is great, so if you need to work on your computer, head over there. If you're renting a house or an apartment and you have a kitchen and you want to cook your own food, then check out Cargill's Supermarket right in the center of town. They pretty much have everything you could need. So I know that a lot of this video has been focused on Mirissa tourism, but I do want to give credit to this town for its strong cultural preservation. And I say this because I was here during the full moon. And if you're someone who wants to really experience Sri Lankan culture while you're traveling here, then come here during the full moon. It's like the inverse of Thailand, for example. In Thailand, every full moon is this big party that caters to foreigners. But here in Sri Lanka, every full moon is a public holiday, and it's like the whole nation sort of gets together and does this crazy dance in the streets and parades for a few days. And there's speakers just blaring this drum and percussion and chanting from a nearby temple. And it almost feels like a reminder to foreigners, like, hey, we are still Sri Lanka, we are still preserving our culture, and you are still a guest in this country. And any foreigner who has stayed in Sri Lanka during a full moon knows how intense the music can be. So in conclusion, I feel a little bit guilty about publishing this video because I feel like I'm sharing a secret and promoting tourism here when I shouldn't be, but on the other hand, I know that there are lots of local businesses here that are depending on this influx of tourism, and I want to see my local friends succeed. For those of you that do come and enjoy a trip here to Mirissa, whether it's just for a couple days or for a month like me, I hope you enjoy the laid-back, friendly vibes that I received from everyone while I was here. For me, it's just been an amazing month of healthy eating, swimming every day, enjoying the sunshine, eating fresh fish, reading a lot, and just enjoying the simple things. Also, the beach is the only place in the world where I can say that I am a morning person. I'm happy to wake up at 6 o'clock if I have a beach next to me. If you've watched this far into the video, do me a favor, give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment below, let me know what you think about Mirissa. Let me know if you've been here before. And I will see you next time!